But, you know,
I think
unbelievable. I'll be taking that with me. I'll be taking that with me. Thank you very much. I actually have one of these somewhere.
Yeah,
Mine is all torn
the
up.
other side, bro.
I don't know how yours looks that good.
Oh, this is not. Remember how we had two different prints with different colors?
Yep. Yeah, BT shirt. Yeah.
But anyway, what I'm trying to say is the gel of these things, the songwriters that are in the band, the musicians that are in the band that are strong musicians and everything, it was quite a gel, and I think that it really brought something important to the scene.
And we worked hard.
And
I think I was in a lot of bands around here, and I tell you, this band worked as hard as anybody. Maybe not as hard as Buzzard, but as hard as anybody else.
Thank you for saying that, because that was part of what I wanted to say. Mm-hmm. The work ethic that this band offered was something to where I didn't want to work a job aside from this. Yeah. I'm talking about we were rehearsing like four nights a week and then gigging the other nights of the week. So it was that much work, and
there were intense rehearsals where we all called each other on whatever needed to be done.
I don't know who it was that thought of this special event to have at the Boathouse to bring together Anna Kay, Buttsteak, and Ant-Man B in the same show. But that was like a monumental show.
Sold out the Boathouse, with three local bands.
Sold out the Boathouse, and I used to just go to shows at the Boathouse all the time. So it was,
and we're talking three bands that Cellar Door didn't even book those bands.
I thought that I didn't really think of much of it back then, but after it was over, because I thought it was going to happen again.
No, I thought it was a big deal. I think because I had been around for a while longer than a lot of the guys in the band playing in bands, and I saw how Cellar Door was in terms of supporting local music. Left Wing Fascists, God bless them, spent a lot of time playing with them too, but they were the band that Cellar Door kind of focused on. Nothing against Cellar Door, but I thought it was a huge deal because we went and talked to them with Andy, and things happened. And when I was dealing with Female Trouble, there was talk of Female Trouble dealing with. There was a few big reggae bands around here, but my favorite and the most original one I always thought was Mighty Simba. Mighty Simba was a great, great, great band, on par with any other band of any other style around here. Mostly played at Cogan's. Ron I was a scenester. I think we all remember Ron I and his stuff.
Ron I is another adjunct member to Ant-Man B as well.
And he spent some time playing drums for the band, and we're all, bastards in that way. But Ron I goes back to, 81 playing in punk bands around here. So.
When I first got with Ant-Man B, prior to that, I was writing poetry and stuff at the crib by myself, and I had a band from the neighborhood. These guys I used to hang out with, and we used to just play in the garage. And somebody mentioned open mic night in Norfolk, and I'm from Chesapeake, close to Suffolk. And so we came and did this open mic night, and I never heard myself microphone through a PA and everything, and that was just like crazy. And I was playing drums and singing, and all I was used to at home was like a hanger holding a microphone together and just trying to play drums and sing. And then we did this little show, and then we got applause and people dug it, so it was cool. I was like, damn, this is like nice. Like the last thing I could remember that I had that much fun was like sports in high school. So I was like, wow, man, I got to do this. And I was working at the ABC board at the time, and we were meeting a truck on Wednesdays, and it was at 6 a.m. and I freaking would have shows with the band. We were playing like 4 shows a week. I couldn't keep doing it. I said, man, I'm just done with it. And I just quit that, and went full time with playing with the group. And I was just really surprised at, how people took to the music, stuff that we wrote, people singing lyrics back that they, heard us put out there. And it's like amazing to me, how much support we got. We
got a good response right off. Yeah. I remember that first show we did. Was it a Linda Poole show? Kings. It was at King's Head. It was a Linda Poole show because she had Wednesday nights at King's Head.
It was a save the radio station for.
Nah, that was different show.
That's different.
That wasn't the first show.
The first one we did, I'm telling you, it was a Linda Poole show.
Was it?
Well, I'm not telling you, but I'm thinking.
Damn, I don't freaking.
But I was very impressed with these guys when I first came around. I just came to listen to them for a couple of rehearsals, and they were already pretty tight. And I knew that I wanted to play with them, and I was like pretty much willing to do anything to get down with it, because I was like, this is what I've been looking for. So
Sweet.
it was quite a compliment just to be introduced to them.
Yeah, it was cool when Levi came in because he did so much. He wrote, he played trumpet, he played guitar really well, played keys. Chubb and I met at open mic jams on Mondays at the Corner.
At the Corner.
I want to say it was called the Corner in them days.
It was the Corner.
And like AJ would come and sing. Chubb was playing a lot of drums in those days. And I think that's the first few times we played together.
In the school at Hampton University, there was a bunch of us that were musicians, and we were looking for places to play. And there was just nowhere, there was no outlet in Hampton for us to play. And I credit myself in being the one that's saying, let's go over to Norfolk and see what's going on over there. They got a big university over there. I'm sure there's something over there. And sure enough, we came over here one weekend, and we got into a whole lot of stuff because Norfolk had it going on. King's Head Inn, Elbow Room, 5400, Friar Tucks, all of that, and man, we went berserko, and then all of a sudden we were here every weekend, and the next thing you know, I dropped out of school over there just so I could come and hang out over here. Of course, my folks were on my back, and then I got back to school here at ODU, but the next thing you know, I dropped out here and was playing with Norfolk's own Ant-Man B. And boy, was it a ball. This is quite a scene. Lewis's, King's Head Inn, the Corner just was going out when I came around. Yeah, that was pretty much.
Lots of college kids.
A lot of college kids.
All coming out.
A lot of artists.
This brings back to my question, which y'all still have plenty all the time in the world to answer, but were you at ODU college?
He was at Hampton Institute.
He
was at Hampton.
I went to Hampton University
Right.
first and dropped out of there, and then wound up coming to Old Dominion. And all of that by way of Nashville. I lived in Nashville, and before that I lived in Hampton too, so I have a background from
Were you
around
doing music in Nashville? Was that the point? You were doing stuff there.
high school.
Yeah.
High school, I was in a couple of bands and already writing music. A lot of things that I'm sure that these guys are going to touch on. Like this guy, I had a nice and still do have a nice record collection. Listened to a lot of records, which we all wind up vibing on later on. A lot of Sly Stone, a lot of James Brown, Parliament Funkadelic, a lot of things that we like, and me, Prince, but lots of cool, funky stuff, lots of rock stuff, lots of reggae stuff. But anyway, I came to Hampton University from Nashville to go to college, and I was a music major there. Things didn't quite work out there, but I had dreams about playing with a band that was the exact makeup of Ant-Man B. So I was already dreaming about a band like that and how to write music for it, write parts for it, and everything like that. So it was like a dream come true when I came over here. I used to come over here with friends and check out the music scene, Funk Junkie, Go Fish, things like that at King's Head Inn before I even met these guys. And after I came to ODU, I went shopping around and I went to Planet Blue, and Linda Poole was actually the one that told me that these guys needed a keyboard player and that I should audition after talking to her. And that's what led me to these guys, and boy did I have a whole lot in common with these guys, and that's how that worked out.
Right. The band I was in. That's all right.
I'm sorry.
Seems
It was a reaction.
about right.
It's been a while.
I I was in Treefort. That was the first band that I was in Norfolk, and that was with
I forgot.
Brian Curry and Mataditis
Forgot.
and Sean Watson.
Sean, yeah.
Yeah. Right, that was the whole thing. I was in the band with Mataditis. It was like a whole crazy dynamic where my wife now was dating him, and so that couldn't work out so well. So, so I had to, whatever. I had to get out of the band, and then when I got out of the band, that's when I formed. That's when I got with Andy. Andy actually took my place playing bass in Treefort.
We were all such music whores at that time.
Yeah,
especially
was,
that generation of people. I mean,
it was all like real incestuous,
Yeah,
all
it's
around.
totally,
You know?
I think that's still goes.
oh, I know. I see.
Right. So that's how I got with Andy, and then we started writing some songs, and then we got you, I guess. Right?
I came in because I knew Andy from the Chrome Yellow days.
So John was before me.
I was before you.
There was this whole idea that we had about having
It was
horns and
Right.
doing the whole Sly and the Family Stone.
And Andy
That
knew
was the
me
whole concept.
from this Chrome Yellow band that was, like I say, we spent most of our time just opening for NK, which was great too. And then Andy called me one day, and then Andy wasn't doing Chrome Yellow for a while, and then a couple of years went by, and then Andy called me, and Andy too, I guess.
Didn't I say to
I do love hardcore, no?